DC characteristics of op-amp. Initially, an ideal op-amp draws no current from the source, but practically it is not possible. Current is taken from the source to the output terminal because of the mismatch of the transistors two inputs. So it will respond differently to the current and the voltage. Also, op-amp shift in operation due to its temperature. This ideal components had error to the DC output voltage. So the error components may be are input bias current, input offset current, input offset voltage, and the thermal drift. Input bias current. So as I told before, in case the input transistor must be biased linearly. In ideal op-amp, no current is drawn from the input terminals, but practically op-amp do conduct a small value of current. Hence, this small value of current is called the input bias current IB. So the input bias current IB is the average value of the base current entering into the input terminals of the op amp, that is IB minus. Let us look into the diagram, that is IB minus and the IB plus. Okay, so in an applications where if where we use in millivolt range, the signals levels are millivolt range, this input bias current would have a voltage, will produce output of voltage of about 500 millivolt. This is unacceptable. For this we use a OR compensation. So let us design this OR compensation. First, the current IB flowing through the OR compensation develops a voltage V1 across it. So applying KVL to this circuit, we may have V0 is equal to V2 minus V1. Now by selecting the proper value of OR compensation, the IB plus may be, that is the base current in the non-inverting amplifier may be V1 by R compensation. Also, the I1 and I2 current are V1 by R1 and V2 by RF. Finally, on solving all this, we get R compensation is equal to R1 plus RF, or R compensation is parallel to RF. That is, we mean that to compensate for bias current, the compensating resistor must be in combination of the resistor R1 and RF. Next one is the input offset current. The difference in magnitude of IB plus and IB minus is called as the input offset current, which is denoted as IOS. So modulo IOS is equal to IB plus minus IB minus. For BJT or op-amp, the offset current is 20 nanoamps, and for FET op-amp it is 10 picoamps. For this, let us look into the equations. We have V1 is equal to IB plus RN compensation. We all get this through the KCL, that is current values. Now again, on solving all these equations, again we get V0 is equal to I2 RF minus V1, V0 is equal to I2 RF minus IB plus R compensation. Hence, the output voltage may be of 200 millivolt with input voltage is 0. This is not the case we should get. So, with this output voltage range of 200 millivolt, the effect of offset current can be minimized by using a RF value, small value of RF. With R1 large, RF should be kept large. Hence, we may have a reasonable gain. So for this, we use a T feedback network. That is the OR compensation. Here we has a T feedback network. By T to pi conversion, we can design the T network. So for designing this, we can pick the RT value such that it is less than the feedback resistance, off of the feedback resistance. Okay, next one is the input. We have in offset voltage we have two types, that is input offset voltage and the total output offset voltage. Input offset voltage, whenever both the input terminals of the op amp are grounded, see, look into the diagram where grounded, the output voltage must be 0. However, in this condition, the practical op amp shows a small non-zero output voltages. To make this output voltage 0, we may have to apply a small voltage at the input terminal. This is called the input offset voltage, denoted as VOS. Next one is the total output offset voltage. Total output offset voltage is nothing but could be either more or less than the offset voltage produced at the output due to input bias current. This is because input offset voltage VIOS, that is we discussed earlier, and the input bias current IB could be either positive or negative. Hence, a maximum output voltage offset voltage at the output of an inverting amplifier can be done. So without any compensation technique, the maximum output offset voltage VOT could be compensated by using a wiper. So let us look into this diagram. We use a potentiometer here and we have a wiper. By continuously changing this wiper, we can change the we can nullify the output offset voltage. So here we have used 10K potentiometer across the null pins 1 and 5. So the final one is the thermal drift, bias current, offset voltage change with the temperature circuit, so which may be called as any circuit nullified at 25 degrees Celsius may not remain so when the temperature rises to 35 degrees centigrade. This is called drift, that is thermal drift, change in temperature. So offset current drift is expressed as nanoamp per degree centigrade, which means that the change in offset for each degree Celsius changes in temperature. So the techniques to minimize the thermal drift, like careful PCB layout must be tested to keep the op amp away from the source of heat. Other one is forced air cooling may be used.